scoring the touchdown. Ready to kick it away is Carlson. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And now out come the Bills. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Getting the ball is Cook, right left. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Over the middle and complete to Shaheed. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Take it in at the 22. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. And he had a short touchdown run last series, 4 carries, good yardage as well. Pretty good all around, really, Charles.
It was, because think of the drive that created all of that, right? The ability to carry the football, the ability to see holes that were created for him, even able to pat the wide receivers on the back and say, thanks, guys, for the help, and finishes it off with that short touchdown run. I can't wait to see what they do in the next drive and the next series, because I want to see how the defense adjusts.
And that's going to be another 1st down. Good running for him to start the drive. This one, 11 yards. 158 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Myers. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. That will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the 2nd half, you've got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material. First carry for James Conner. He's able to get 6, a nice pickup down to the 21. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Second down and 4. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Richardson looking to throw this. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Devontae Adams saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Raiders have opened the lead up to 30. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Buffalo offense back out ready to go. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They run it again with Cook. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Now we've got a timeout for an injured player, and oh, this is certainly notable. That's Josh Allen, who's in some pain out there. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Let's take it at around the 40. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. Marching back onto the field now, Devontae Adams and company getting set to go. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought.
Come on, come on. Hey, alert, alert. Ready.
Going on the ground with Jacobs. He's got it to the 43 here.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 6.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Lion.
Now a give to Jacobs running right. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Wow, and even 200 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Jacobs going to try the middle, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Jacobs. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good one there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Jacobs now. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now Richardson. Eluding the pressure right. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Anthony Richardson. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bills ready to take over. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. The backup Stidham, his first throw. His throw incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now it's Stidham.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
The Bills on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. Fielded at the 33. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
And it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to their hotel before the game, and one of the themes they kept hitting us with was, let's put the pressure on the #1 seed and see if they can handle it. Let's do that. Well, they're the #1 seed for a reason. Best team all year long. They're showing it again in this game.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
Yeah, not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11.
Hurry, hurry! Ready!
Off play action, Richardson. Buying time to his left. He's got his line back out of the backfield. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations.
after defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. They run behind center with Connor, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Richardson to throw off play action. Flushed out right. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. They're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements. We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And running with power here. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment. He is north of 200 yards. Any time that you can say you're north of 200 yards, you've done something right.
Yeah, you're going to get some big check marks on your grade sheet, and you're going to be in heavy rotation on all the highlight shows, and you might even make a magazine cover or two.
He's hoping for more, the cherry on top maybe, as this game goes forward. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Here's Richardson to throw. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
On 3rd down, it's Connor. And not much running room. Down to the 32. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Now Richardson back to throw it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Bills are going to get the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like that.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Max Crosby getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. Second down, Stidham to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Here's Stidham to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken at the 46. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. They go play action with Richardson. Rolling to his left. To the left side, there's Mayer. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. Play action. Now Richardson out to his left. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. Now Richardson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Now Stidham on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Davis. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. Off the play fake. Here's Stidham. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Here's Stidham. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Again, Stidham. And that one too wide and incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really...
It's like, I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The hills, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though, I feel like she more of a CEO. Or maybe she doing volunteer work in Rio. It's not like I need